Okay, so I will start. I will talk about level up your online life. I'm always changing the title. Just note, I don't know if you see it correctly, but this symbol is the DAL-E watermark. Okay, I created these photos from. You should read about DAL-E. I will not talk about it more. I have so many things to say. Like you just saw, I inserted some unrelated things. So I want you to take one thing from this presentation. I want you to see what you are using. I'm not talking you as developers. I'm talking you as internet users. See what you are using in your current life. I will focus on spreadsheets, but you can see how you're using Facebook, for example, and how you can improve it from automation tools and so on. So this is the focus of the presentation. I might talk in other things, but remember this and ask me later. I didn't check this. You see me? This is new feature in PowerPoint. Yeah, but it is not the right camera. I'm Baruch from team 17, Fusion. I love no code and low code. This is what we are talking today. This is my Twitter. This is my dev page. You should check this website. It is nice, like setting your CV in one place and all the links. Okay, so we will see how to aggregate Google Sheets data in custom action. We know that we can do calculations in Google Sheets, but sometimes it is not enough. We want to do special calculation, especially if we are developers. Sometimes the functions inside the sheet is limited, and we want to write some code to do special calculation, maybe from another service or something like that. We will see how we can display the sheets in our mobile and insert new data to the sheets. Sometimes you get in WhatsApp, you get a link to spreadsheet, and you drag and drop the little cells and try to insert some data inside the phone. It is not practical. And we will see how to integrate, pull data, integrate, send, pull. Use your sheets as a center of all other tools in the internet. Okay. Now this was the subjects, and now it's agenda. It seems the same. Okay, so we will see how to write code inside the Google Sheet. This is the first one. We will see how to build application actually to see it in our mobile, but we don't need code for that. And how to integrate Telegram and more things. Wow, cool effect. Okay, I will skip it. Boring. Okay. So this you may know the macro inside Excel. In Excel we have macro commands that were written in VB script. You don't want to touch this because it is very bad. Instead, in Google Sheets in the web we have also macro. We can write code to do actions inside our spreadsheet, but here is written in JavaScript, so it is very cool. You can see code. I don't want to talk about code, but this is two hello world. One is just printing to the console, and one is printing to the to the spreadsheet, adding new cell with hello world inside. Okay, we can run this code. Take one function inside the spreadsheet and run it in time. Which time we can select. In this example, I just choose the on form submit. It is special. When we create Google form, all the results comes to the spreadsheet, right? So we can use code to do something when someone submit form results. We will see later, but for example, we can send message to someone because we can write code. We code, we can do anything, right? For some of us, I agree. Okay, and last thing, the last piece of puzzle is in English, yes. Last piece of the puzzle is HTTP endpoints with do get and do post. I don't talk, I don't go deep dive inside it, but we can respond to external requests. For example, I can create another code in my computer that will send event to the Google Sheets, and Google Sheets will analyze it and add it to the spreadsheet. We will see how we contact it later. Yes, do get and do post. Okay, and last thing, we can deploy it. I want to point about something. Who has access? Only myself. So just think about code running in the internet and you only have an access to it. It is very special because if you try to run code in the internet somewhere else, let's say AWS, you starting to configure multiple configure. I don't know. Ron the DevOps know how to configure all the permissions. So this is only myself. I deploying something to as a web app, for example, but it is only accessible by myself. And this is the URL. I can send requests to the URL. Okay. And one more thing, because we are running in Google Sheets. Actually, we are not running in Google Sheets. We are running in Google App Script in the framework of Google. We can integrate with all the Google resources. Okay, we can do multiple integrations. Me, for example, I don't know, doing Gmail, every time Gmail, I get new email in Gmail, I can handle it with code. It is just serverless. Okay, next phase. See how the icons here is replaced. Wow. Okay, now we are talking about build no code app with Glide. So we talked about this was complicated because it required code, but now we are talking about you have spreadsheet, you have data you are managing in your spreadsheet. It is easy to do it from the computer, but hard to do it from the phone. You can create, even if you don't know code, you can just few clicks and you can create application based on your data. It is you just go to the Glide app. You can ask me. It is free. All the presentation is free. Okay, it is hard. It is. I must to say it. You can get the link or just search in the internet. Let's see an example. This is, for example, it will be in Hebrew because it is real examples. But here, for example, is the Cibus. The food checks. I don't know where we are buying, and I have Excel that hold all the information, and all the information is, I'm not inserting the information because it is a sheet, a spreadsheet. I can just put the message I get from the supermarket, and in spreadsheet I can parse the message into cells, into columns, and get the data from the link inside the message. I fetch the data from the internet, from the link in the message, and this spread into columns, and then I just created simple application without code. Okay, I'm not doing it with code. I just drag and drop some things, and I have application that represents the data inside Google Sheets. I can create form, and what is special in this form, if I compare it to Google Forms, in Google Forms, it is very difficult. It is very annoying, not difficult to create conditional form. But here, you can see that when I check something in the type, it add some new fields to add. And then when I click add, it will save another row inside the column in Google Sheets. So I can use, I personally use this framework, these glide apps to even insert data, you know, in easy ways. Now, the third step, Telegram. And Telegram, it is just an example. I like Telegram because it is easy to connect it to another automation. Is let's say that bot in Telegram, it is not something so special. In the opposite, okay, Telegram bot is just very simple interface. Instead of creating web application with web components or something, I can just create question and answer, and this is the interface of my application. So I use Telegram to insert data more easily there, you know, more simple there than what we saw before. I get updates from Telegram when something changed, and I will show you how you consider it as free serverless. Okay, so first, this is the code. You can't see it actually, but it is in my GitHub gist, so I can send you the link if you want. And what we do, we are registering the do post. We are registering the Google Apps script, the Google Sheets code, which we saw in the start of the presentation. We are registering it as a responder of Telegram. So now when you send message to Telegram bot, the message will send to the Google Sheet. The code we write there. So we can interact, you know, we can respond to this message. If we see the user send hello, we can respond hello to you. Just if else, simple if else. Okay, and we can parse messages into sheets column. For example, if I send message with recurrent format, you know, recurrent format, I can parse it in Google Sheets and put it inside columns, and then I will see it in Glide. You know, you remember what we saw before. Okay, this is example of my gas usage. Every time I'm full, you know, I'm setting my car with new gas. I'm insert data inside the form we saw before, and then I'm getting message that describe what my usage, what my car usage. This is just a human format from the data I just inserted before, and doing some calculations and so on. And the idea of free serverless is just is function running in the cloud. So we have function running in the cloud. We saw we can run code, and we have a way to interact it. We can interact it as send HTTP request programmably, or use Telegram to send data manually. But we have function in the cloud. That's it. I know someone who developed a real application, huge application with users and so on, all inside Google Sheets. Someday it failed because it go to get the limit of the sheet. You get down to the limit. So of course it is it is not for production, of course, but for simple use, for hobbies, for open source, not open source, for hobbies, for just take your current Google Sheets or Excel. If you have Excel, convert it to Google Sheets. But if you have Google Sheets, just be familiar. This is the next slide. But just be familiar with all the tools inside, not inside, all the tools in the internet. We have a lot of tools. Most of them are easy to integrate, except Facebook. You can't integrate it easily with Facebook, but all other the tools you can integrate. You just, for example, know Zapier. Sorry, I just added it yesterday. You should know Zapier, for example. You can just take two tools, tell Zapier to do action. You know, IFTT maybe. You just take two tools and integrate them, and you can enhance your online life. Always look for integration. One bonus, I saw it not yesterday, on Monday. It is a cool feature in PowerPoint. If you want to reorder object, decide which one is on which else, you can click on reorder object, and wow, you can change the order of the object, the Z index. It is amazing inside the PowerPoint. So you get more, and I found more good things inside the PowerPoint. So I publish it in TikTok, because I'm TikTok star with one, I think, I don't know, one follower. Yeah, one follower. Okay, thank you.